Hi folks, Nathan here and welcome to part one of our self-help resilience techniques. These techniques are the things we go through in our resilience workshops, and the idea being that what works for you may not work for me. So let's go through half a dozen different concepts, including mindfulness and attitude and gratitude and all of those sorts of techniques. Choose one and see if it can make a difference for you. This particular one is understanding who you are as a person rather than just your title or your job. Now, I spent 17 years playing with St Kilda Football Club, and you get lots of pats on the backs, but you also get lots of kicks in the bum, and it can be a very stressful time. And I found myself in a cycle there in the early days of if we won the game on the weekend, well then, great. That gave me license to be happy for the whole week. And if we lost a game on the weekend, I just wanted to fast forward the week so I can have the chance to be competitive again, win the game, and then be happy. I was pretty much a grumpy bugger for the whole week. Now, I knew I was in this cycle, but I was playing AFL football and didn't really know what to do about it. But then one day I was sitting in the physio reading a Inside Sport magazine, as you do, and I came across an article about Steve Young, who's a quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, Steve had a really long career in a stressful position as a quarterback, and they said, how did you last so long in that position? And he said, I had a motto, and my motto was, football is what I do, it's not who I am. So I asked myself that question, football is what I do, it's not who I am. Yes, that's right, but can I answer the second part? Who am I? No, I couldn't. So we had a sports psychologist at the club just part-time in the early days, and so I went to him with a problem and explained being a grumpy bugger and a happy person when we win and all that sort of stuff, and he got me to do an exercise that I'd love you to take 5 minutes. It only takes 5 minutes to do this exercise. On the left-hand side of a piece of paper, write down all the roles that you play in life besides being a whatever your job is. For me, it was a footballer. For you, it might be an accountant. It might be whatever your job is. For me, I was a son, I was a brother, I had a girlfriend, so I was a boyfriend at the time, I was a student studying to become a teacher, I was a teammate, I was a member of society, and I was me as a person. That's a role that I play as well. And even just doing that opens up your eyes to, boy, I am a lot of things besides my actual job. And he said, not finished yet. Part two is write down out of 10 how important each of those roles are. Now, they all can't be 10. Some things have to take precedence over other things. So being good son's a good 9 out of 10, and maybe a brother's about a 7, and the girlfriend at the time, she was a keeper, so that was a good 9. Being a student, well, that was probably about a 5 out of 10 at the time. So even, again, that just opens up your eyes to the important things in your life. Now, the third step is a really important one, and this is how much energy on a weekly basis are you putting into each one of those roles? And for me, there was a real glaring one. It was the girlfriend. And if we won a game on the weekend, well, it was probably about an 8 or a 9 throughout the week. But if we lost a game on the weekend, all my attention went to football. And I was pretty much a grumpy bugger, as I said. Probably it was about a 3 after that. And so I thought, need to fix that one. So my mind immediately went to, okay, what can I do? I can buy flowers every week. We can walk along the beach 3 or 4 times a week. We'll have date night once a week, and I'll do all these things. And quite rightly, the psychologist said, hang on, Berkey, settle down, mate. You probably do that for a week, maybe 2, but can you keep it up? And I thought, you know what, I probably can't. He said, just do one thing and see what happens. And so that one thing was we played a game on Saturday, and unfortunately we lost, and she was probably expecting us to sit around all day Sunday watching videos, me too afraid to go out of the house because someone would point at me and say, hey, there's Nathan Burt, what a loser. And I said, no, look, I'll pick you up, jump in the car. We went down to Mornington. The Mornington Racecourse, every month they have a market, and she likes walking around markets, and as do I, and walked around, and no one was looking at it and saying, hey, look, there's Nathan Burt, what a loser. We went to the Royal Hotel in Mornington for lunch, had a lovely day, came home, and the next day when I went back to training, I was in a far greater frame of mind to actually review the game honestly, figure out what I was doing incorrectly and the team was doing incorrectly, and put energy into correcting that. So we hopefully got a different result the following week. And for me, that was a wonderful lesson of making sure that I spend time on the areas that is important in my life, besides what I do for a job, because too many of us wait for a good day at work. So how was your day? Yes, we made a sale today at work and the boss said I did well, so today's a great day. Okay, we're waiting for those sorts of things to happen to us in order to determine a good day. We need to put energy into what's important in our life. That will determine whether it has been a good day or not. So, if you'd like to learn more about these sort of self-help concepts, get in touch. I'd love to do a one-on-one session with you. I would love to do a group session or even a corporate-wide session. We can cater for all different size groups, especially now that we can do them online. So, get in touch. It's surprisingly a lot cheaper than what you think, because I just love talking about this stuff. And do something special for your staff, not just for their productivity, but for them as people, especially during these tough times. So have a wonderful day. Look forward to speaking with you soon.